Hey, hello Vadim, hello Ramulo. Oh yeah, I remember I left error here just to remember where to continue to work. Okay, now I see. Hello, Fowspit. Yeah, Saturday, not Sunday yet. Yep. Late Saturday, very late, but not Sunday yet. I was... yeah, long time no see, indeed. Oh, interesting, for some reason YouTube chat doesn't appear on screen. Interesting, why? How it was, how the chatbot was named. Is vmod in Xcode still as bad as before? Can't care less. What you are planning today? So, today I was thinking about doing game stream, but to be honest, I was just kind of lazy to connect monitor to the PC, and then I wasn't sure if stream will work, so I decided, whatever, I will just go for programming. So actually I was thinking to chill out and play that Starfield, was a new game probably. Okay, let me check settings. Yeah, widgets. Chat, where is chat overlay? Here is chat overlay. Huh. YouTube is connected, but for some reason I do not see YouTube in overlay. Interesting, why? Oh no, it works. Okay. It was just, I don't know, glitchy. Hello, you're doing greetings from Poland. Thank you. Hey Panara. Good evening. Where is iPhone 15? In Latvia, sales are starting on September 29, so I didn't buy one for myself, but I ordered it for my wife. But anyways, I do not expect that I will get it sooner than in, I don't know, November or very late October. Could you give me 2-sentence explanation? What do you need from Vim in Xcode? Because I don't know, I do not really use it. I do not really use Vim. I'm using Xcode, and it kind of works fine for me. Is Apple Watch enough for me? Well, I think that, yeah, probably Apple Watch should be enough, because my wife also has Apple Watch SE. She actually has Apple Watch SE first generation, and I asked it, do she need upgrade? And she said, no, everything is just fine. Battery is still fine, it works. You know, I don't know, you have Apple Watch, and you know, if you are some kind of Apple Watch power user and you're using a lot of apps and I don't know, do some, I don't know, tricky, maybe you run shortcuts, what else not, then maybe you need something more from Apple Watch. If you are just using it to see time, exercise and receive notifications, I think that Apple Watch SE will be fine. But there's one but. Usually Apple Watch has quite a long lifetime and you will not upgrade it anytime soon. So think about how long that Apple Watch will be supported, all those kind of, from that perspective, I would consider maybe to get something else. More than 2 sentences. Okay, that's great. If you got used to the Vim way of thinking of editing text, it's hard to move away from it. I often switch between IDEs, so using Vim's helps to keep my shortcuts as muscle memory the same. Yeah, okay, understand. Oh, thanks for follows and subs. Thanks for subs, yeah. Which type of business did you open in Poland to be able to upload your apps to an Apple Store as an organization? I'm not in Poland, if you are asking me. Silverback Swift, hello. What is this kick thing? Kick thing is kind of new, let's say new Twitch. Give me a second, I need to do one important thing right now. OG badges, silver, here you are. Okay, now you have OG badge available to enable in your profile. I'm hard to track down. Yeah, sorry. But I am on the, today I'm streaming on YouTube as well. So basically Kick currently is my general streaming platform. If I'm streaming something, it's going to Kick, and then it is also Kick plus YouTube or Kick plus Twitch, that's it. So basically I'm not an Apple Watch Power user, but also want something good. I think that Apple Watch should be enough. Yeah, I think it will be enough. That's more like kind of, if you need, currently that is just more like question about future proofing, that's it. And I don't think you kind of really need that. You can update that Apple Watch in 3 years, maybe more, so. Looking forward to get my hands on that Apple Watch Ultra, 2nd generation. We'll see how I will like it. It should be fine. It should be fine, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, what I expected to do here. What is better, watch you on YouTube with premium or just on Kick? So, if you are watching with premium, so good for you. You will not see ads. I will get that ad kind of thing back on Kick. I do not get any money currently, but I hope to get to those 75 followers on Kick, and then I will be able to start monetize it. How I can see your stream with 4K? I think I'm streaming in 1440. There is no 4K currently. I think so. I do not remember. Let me check. Stream, output, video. Yeah, that's 1440 on YouTube and 1080 on Kick. 1080p only? Interesting. Do we have any course? Not programming course. I have a course about indie app development. So you're telling me that stream is 1080 only? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Let's check your channel. Here is my stream. Let's check. So. Oh yeah, you're right. I don't know. 1080. Sorry, I don't know why. What's going on wrong here? But OBS settings are 1440. Maybe that's because I started Kickstream earlier and that's going in 1080. That's maybe reason. Apple Watch Series 9 is also in the list. If the deals are good, then maybe. Yeah. I almost bought a new iPhone today, but decided to stay with my XX Max. Yeah. Why not? I was kind of thinking, oh, I will not buy Apple Watch Ultra yet, maybe later, and then on previous Kickstream, basically that was kind of a little bit spontaneous purchase. Got it, yeah. Okay, back to this stuff. So, parent habits. Habit. Probably we need to have that event here for now. Then I will get my new watch. I think I will get it next week because it is promising, because it was in the local premium reseller store and I ordered it, and they kind of already, by order status, it is kind of in the box and ready for courier to pick it up. So hopefully XRX series will be dropped with iOS 18. I think it's the same, probably, yeah. 24% at 0%. We have that offer all year long for each and every iPhone. Basically, you can pay it in 24 months with 0 interest. Hey, Rafael. Hey. I ordered 15 Pro Max, but for my wife, not for myself. I don't know if I will get it for myself, because I don't know, I have iPhone 14 Pro Max and I don't know, that's plenty. And usually for all my content, I usually record everything. If I'm using camera, that's 15 to 35 lens. That zoom lens is kinda useful if you are walking around on trips, then you want to kind of zoom in on something. But if I'm traveling, then usually I'm anyways kind of walking around with big camera and zoom lens on it. So I don't know, it's very questionable. Do I really need it? Unboxing video for Apple Watch Ultra. Yeah, that will be for sure on channel. Hey Muhammad, hello. I'm going from 13 Pro to 15 Pro Max. Yeah, that camera is kind of tempting. My wife will have it, I will play around, and then I will make decision. But most likely I will not get it. iPhone 14 Pro for $579. Yeah, sounds like great deal, yeah. How you become iOS developer. I have a video on my channel about that. Where's my channel? Somewhere here should be search button. Oh, can't I search? Come on. What's going on? Okay, let's go in different way. YouTube Studio. Content. How 8 videos show all. Here it is. How I become self-taught indie app developer. Here you have. This one. I have 12, not Pro. Yeah, that's fine. You know, it makes sense to upgrade iPhones for cameras if you are using it, I don't know, to earn money or something, or if you just have a lot of money to spend. Otherwise, I don't know, those iPhones are going fine for 3 and plus years, you know. How do you see all the chat, or they're coming from YouTube? Yes. That's the thing. We need the chat on this screen as well, right? Here it is. Okay, better. We have at least that option. Yeah, currently I started stream on Kick, but then I enabled. Oh, I have so many chats now. It's a bit too much. Okay. We will leave this one and we will remove that one. Okay, better. So yeah, I'm doing that cross-platform stream, starting on Kick and then adding something else. For today it is YouTube, and if it is coworking, then it is Twitch, but Kick is kind of core. Oh, Jānis Basis, sveiks. Visited your streams for a while. Haven't visited. What are you coding nowadays? I'm kind of trying to build one screen in iOS. We'll see. Basically, that's my habit tracking application. Want to add some functionality about the light bar because your setup looks nice and bright. Yeah, those light bars are great. I like those as well. It's great. What do you think about the outlook for iOS though? What will be outlook for iOS dev in near future? What's diving into it right now? It's, you know, I don't know. We always talking about some technologies diving, and now everyone is talking that artificial AI is coming to replace developers, then it will replace artists, then it will replace everyone, yada yada. So I don't know. I do not buy it, you know. Did you see the Microsoft Copilot launch? Not kind of really. Didn't watch it. I saw clip on TikToks, probably that's it. How was weather in Latvia? Nice, it's good, it's not bad. DALL-E 3 with ChatGPT. DALL-E 3 is just still a little bit behind Midjourney, it looks like that. Where did you bought those light bars? I didn't buy them. I was lucky enough to get them for free from BenQ. But yeah, you can buy them on Amazon. I guess it is, links are in my YouTube videos in descriptions, but yeah. But you can just search. And there are plenty of companies which are my English is broken again. There are plenty of companies which are building and selling those, making those light bars, but I will stick with something, I don't know, more or less known. BenQ is good one, I don't know, who else? Just companies, you know, I don't know. How is the studio display? It's perfect. 32-inch HDR is way too expensive. I will not buy it ever for that price. DALL-E 3 is not copyright problem with Midjourney. Anything you create with DALL-E is 100% yours to do whatever. With Midjourney, if you are paying for Midjourney, when I was reading that kind of contract or license or whatever it is few months ago, basically it was so that if you are paying for Midjourney, what I do, then you can create and use that contract, that you can use that content also whenever you like, as commercial, for commercial use, for anything. I also want to see you coding. I'm mostly talking. Doing some weekend hobby programming. Was inspired by your videos. Nice, nice. Happy to hear him. Hello, Paul. Hey. My dear friend Stefan, welcome. Okay, let's get that thing running. So, in the style of artist is the copyright problem post Midjourney. Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. If I would like to just programming, I will not start the stream. I like those streams. I like communication with every one of you guys, and especially with you, Rafael. Does the hat help in coding, or that is just in style? No, that helps a lot. Here there is, that's code hat, you know, so less bugs, more better code, definitely every time. I try to program without this hat and I definitely see the difference, so it helps. Yeah. And yeah, it was in March for a while, but currently you are out of the luck. You have to kind of code as you can without it, because that merge is not available anymore. How to get to your part of the world and buy a few beers. Yeah, that will be amazing. Or yeah, I don't know, trips to Canada planned anytime soon, but I would love to visit Canada and have a beer with you. Code hat one's one. Yeah, you got one. Yeah. Could we please zoom a little bit Xcode? Yeah, sure, I can. Oops, different direction. I don't know. Probably this will be fine. Okay, we don't need this. Oh, actually we need our Notion. Remember the phone gap. Is that still a thing? I don't remember. Let me log into Notion. Okay, out code. You can create images with Microsoft Bing Chat. I think 100 days are free. It's based around $1. Hey, Laduk. Hello, hello. Hello, Yakins. Notion, why do we have light team? Do you want to make me blind or what? Where that was? Where we have those settings? Out here. Settings. Yeah, oh, here it is. Appearance. Light. Why light? System settings, please. Thank you. Much better. Can you copy paste from iPhone to MacBook? Yes. I just learned that this week. Copying two-factor codes. I didn't know that you can copy two-factor codes. It's just, I don't know, usually those just 6 digits easy to type in. Today, have you decided to use Kik? Yes. I'm doing all the streams on Kik now, and yeah, I started on Kik and added YouTube as well today to the stream. Okay, we are working currently. Currently we are working on this task. Day card view. How is MacBook Air M1 as for developers? That's great. Yeah, I will be around for a bit, Yakins. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I will program a bit and then maybe we'll just jump to gaming stream. I don't know, we'll see. No more Twitch. There was Twitch stream last week. There was 2 probably Twitch streams last week. But I'm doing basically core stream is going to the Kik and then I'm kind of sharing it. For example, we started on early morning on Kik, but on afternoon I kind of added Twitch as well, stuff like that. Is it possible to live just from your own apps? Sure it is. Hey Falin, hello. What do you do for game? Do you have Cs or Apex? I don't really enjoy those competitive shooters because that's kind of endless loops, and when you're kind of running, dying, killing someone, dying again, running, it's kind of, I don't know. I like storyline based games and I like RPG games. No, RGP. Role player games, RPG, yeah. I'm looking forward to play that, how it was, Starfield, probably, yeah, Starfield. Maybe later tonight we'll play that a bit. Yeah, RPG, yeah, exactly. Should I go for MacBook Air M1? Depends on your budget, but yeah, that's a nice machine for programming. Keep in mind that it supports only one external monitor. If that's a problem, then you know that. So, but generally, it's a great machine. Great setup. Thank you. Do you think web dev is saturated and iOS dev is best move? If you are in top 20% of developers in web or iOS, you never will have problems. If you are on bottom 20% of web or iOS development, you will have problems to get jobs and keep them. If you are somewhere in the middle, yeah, I don't know, in challenging times that can be challenging, on easy times it will be easy, and generally you will be fine doing whatever you like. Web dev beginner web developers, yeah, let me say so. Market always looking for senior developers for junior prices or something like that, you know. And companies are always looking to have kind of more experienced developers. And market is saturated with juniors because more and more kind of new people are coming into the development. That's always problem to get your very first job. If you are already kind of established yourself as a developer and you are working for some time, then it's relatively easy to jump between jobs, between companies and so on. I don't know if that gives you any answer, but that's how it is. How much iOS developer can earn per year? Sky is the limit. Okay. You know those Silicon Valley salaries? There are hundreds of thousands of dollars. And but if you are building your own apps or your own products, then even that is not a limit. I think I need to pass events around here, not habits. That's what I just come. Okay, I expect to see error. So here we will do, let's comment this out to remove that error and see all the other errors. Okay. Okay, I changed all of those. Probably now we will be able to build. Okay, the King, hello. And we are doing short, perhaps short late night programming session. We'll see how that will go. Could be cool to finalize the thing about passing parameter around and then showing it in the card. Calendar card, okay. Can we get that up running? Oh, build successful. Let's run it on simulator. Yeah, and I was kind of thinking about, okay, probably I should start, probably I just should play a game, but then I was kind of feeling a bit guilty that, oh, I should work on my own application, but I think that if I could do both, just work on application and then play game, that should be fine. And also I'm curious, is my PC able to run a game and stream at the same time? I doubt, but I don't know. Okay, where's my simulator? Are we running? Yeah, here it is. It is running. You need to develop your own games to play. No. So idea is that if I'm clicking on this kind of icon, not icon, but day in the calendar, then appears this kind of what it is, emoji appears. That's here, for example, I was working on my project, and if I already have something here and I'm clicking on it, then this card slides in from bottom, and I would like to show this kind of details of the event what we have on this day. So that's it. Hey Stefan. Oh, give me a second, Stefan. Nice to have you here. You are one of OGs, definitely on the channel. Okay, I just added OG badge to you, but you should go into your settings, in profile settings, and enable it to be visible on your profile. Can you run and show activity monitor how much memory it uses? We don't need activity monitor for that. Here we can see memory usage. It is so why did active compressed all that stuff swap is here it is. It's swapping a bit, yeah, sure. That's what I have on my, I have 16 gigabytes RAM. Okay, Paul got his OG badge. Amazing, cool, great. I started to learn UIKit I wrote in SwiftUI past months. I'm confusing about what to choose to inform you about changes in RI. For exact, do you recommend any good resources about it? For UIKit, that's kind of tricky. You have to reload that view manually when data is changed, and for that you are using usually protocols. You just add Swift protocol, and on data reload you are kind of trigger protocol function for data reload. I can show you. So this is UIKit project. Let's go to the news. Actually, basically here you, for example, fetching some data, and when data is fetched, basically you are setting for delegate, you're saying that data is fetched for some specific session in your collection view, for example. Basically, array of data is updated. And and delegate methods basically is here is, for example, data adapter protocol delegate. So I have protocol for data fetching kind of things, and then I can use that protocol for all the let's say data models in the app. And if we are going to that protocol, then we are going to the definition. Here it is, for example, data fetched for section, data fetched for index, yada yada. Basically that is new data available something. And basically this, where we are using this my wall data adapter, let's go and take a look. So that is view controller. right? Here we have view controller. That's what you asked. How do you update view controller? So, and in view controller, you basically implement this protocol. Let's go and find data adapter adapter protocol. Here it is. Here we have this protocol implementation, and basically here it is function implemented. That data fetching for index or whatever function is implemented, and then we basically reloading user interface. That's it. That's how it works. So clip this, watch one more time or watch 10 more times, just clip this part of video, watch few more times, then go and learn about Swift protocols if you don't know that yet, and then you will know how to do that. Yeah, in UIKit basically you have to say the user interface when to reload. I should technically have first OG badge. I was the first, but I'll take it. So I can't add OG badge until person followed me on Kik. So I didn't know you will come or not, but badges are no badges don't have numbers on them. Do you think it's better to start with SwiftUI and then after UIKit? Yeah, I think better start with SwiftUI, because SwiftUI is the future and you will need SwiftUI for sure all years ahead when you will work with iOS app development. UIKit, maybe you will not even need it. Or maybe you will need it just a little bit. Okay, so found events, stored events, events for specific date, filtered. Okay, yeah, I see. I just hate the syntax of Swift. I'm fine with it. I don't know. I'm coming from Objective-C. It feels nice. When I'm using M2 Pro 16 gigs. When any swap is used, it seems really laggy. I don't know. For me it works kind of 16 gigabytes works smoothly. Yeah, it's swapping, but I don't know. I don't see any lags. I'm Objective-C, though now, and can get used to it. Yeah, I remember, yeah, you was Objective-C there. So it's different, definitely, but I don't know, it looks kind of similar to Kotlin, kind of readable comparing to Python. I don't know, it's fine. I'm coming from C side. I learned C, then C++, then that Objective-C, and I don't know, Swift went somehow well. No problems about that. As I'm front-ender, I wonder, how do you style Swift programs? Are you using some kind of native CSS or some third-party solutions? There are modifiers for everything. That's not... let me say so. I don't know CSS. I have some idea how that could work, but I've never used it. But basically you have modifiers. You have, for example, text label, and then you add modifiers. For example, font size, font, all that stuff, you know. And yeah, also all the other objects. Let's open view. So calendar view. So basically here I am adding scroll view, here I am adding calendar view, here I am adding, for example, image. an image is basically resizable, then I am saying scale it to fit, then I am saying how big frame should be for that image, and so on and so on. So actually I don't need this image here, but whatever, you got it there. That's, you're adding modifiers in SwiftUI, that's how it works. And you can save the modified objects as your custom object and use it again. Yes, yeah, exactly, Leduk is right. You basically can create your own objects as well. For example, settings, custom views. For example, I have some button with shadow, for example. Here I have button. Come on. Oh, here it is, right. Here we have button and nothing fancy, just button with shadow, and text is, you can give, basically, you can throw text value to it, and then you can use this button with shadow across the application. That's very simple example of that, but that's exactly what that Leduk is saying. You basically make your own kind of views. This is something a little bit more complex, but again, you can just reuse it later. Blob view was fun. Swap two numbers without using third value. Yeah, you can do that, sure, but why? Love your videos, they help me a lot. Thank you. Hey Marcio, hello. When you should start to use tests, unit or UI in project? When you are working in team with more than one people. I did UIKit for 12 years and then switched to SwiftUI for my latest project. UIKit is great, but I will prefer SwiftUI now. Yes, the same thing. Also, SwiftUI makes targeting multiple platforms a lot easier. Yes. iOS, iPadOS and macOS, and also Apple Watch, also way more easier. Hey, Axel Pro. So yeah, building components, exactly. Silverback Swift is late adopter. Yeah, you know that switching over, that part was hard. I remember how I was building new screens for my freediving application. I started with one new screen for that freediving application, and I spent shitload of time on that screen, and I know that I could do that way faster in just using UIKit. But also I know that I have to start to use it to learn it. And now I already are faster with SwiftUI, and I will not like go back to UIKit. I'm just still jumping between them because my freelance project is UIKit heavy, that's fine, but I prefer SwiftUI all the time. MacBook Pro Air 1 M1 processor, 8 GB of RAM, forgot about it. Okay, it will work. But I have 16 GB of RAM and it is swapping. Imagine what will happen with 8 GB of RAM. I am getting next one with 32 gigs. So it currently already have 5 gigs of swappable memory. So, and I'm running nothing crazy here on this application. Let's kill everything that I don't need. Currently, I'm streaming from PC. And I'm running just one tab with YouTube browser to see chat and another tab with chat for Kik. That's it, basically those are 2 Chrome tabs. Simulator, let's kill the notes. Okay, behind the screen we have another 2 tabs of the Safari. That's it, nothing else. So memory is, yeah, Xcode Simulator. It is Xcode Simulator itself already using 8 gigabytes of RAM. Xcode 3.5 gigabytes of RAM. Chrome Safari, that's 3.5 more gigabytes. 8 gigabytes, you see. Sure, that machine will work, but it will swap memory as crazy. 32 RAM upgrade made it to my PC, nice. So I basically waiting for M3 chips to upgrade to M3 Max and get 32 gigs of RAM. Because 16 gigabytes of RAM are fine, but I would love to have more. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, sure. Exactly. For those who don't know, I have dent here on the speaker, and I don't know. I dented my laptop on second day. When I will get new one, probably I should dent that as well, yeah. They fixed SwiftUI navigation when using UIKit, or hosting controller still is the way to go. I'm using hosting controller. I have calendar view right here. I'm using UI view representable. Hosting controller. I do not mix navigation in between UIKit and SwiftUI. I did it in another project. I used hosting controller, but probably I don't have it anymore. Probably I already removed it from everywhere. So yeah, I don't know, frankly. Is it possible to use physical device instead of simulator? Yeah, of course, sure. Sure, then you will save some RAM, of course, yeah. It is possible. But do not forget that you probably, if you will work with SwiftUI, you probably will like to have those previews. And that is kind of, that helps to work faster. Here, for example, you have preview, right? Here again, you have preview, and that's again, simulator running. Okay, crushed. Let's go see this one. So here you have simulator running, and you can even kind of use it here in this screen in Xcode, and that is really handy. Of course, you can stop that preview, save that money, that memory. Also, you can just do not use those previews, but I don't know what's the point to do not use them. What is the best way to make navigation in SwiftUI? I'm curious how to implement some sort of login screen and home screen. I'm just using that, how it was, navigation stack for now. Building and polishing UI in UIKit and on physical devices nightmare. Exactly. When you are in building phase, it's way more faster to build it in, I don't know, in user interface builder, for example. If you're using storyboards, I kind of don't mind to use storyboards and heap files, so I'm just kind of making heap files, throwing those to the collection view, running on simulator, see if it works, and then kind of end tests are nice to do on device. But it's really nice to have previews, it's really nice to have simulator. I will not like to just, I don't know, to how to run up on device to see each and every change that I'm making. Especially in SwiftUI, especially in SwiftUI, That preview is so nice. You're just kind of building that preview quickly. For example, I will build this one now. You're just building it quickly. So if I will say, I don't know, whatever, I will change that line. And then I will say, okay, we need it kind of font size, font weight will be, let's say, title. And then you see immediately those changes. Basically, if you will not use previews, if you will use simulator, you have to run that application every time, install it on device, then go to that specific screen. If it is somewhere deep in the navigation stack of the application. No, I will not like to do that. Yeah, previews works in UIKit, that's right, but the problem is that if you have big projects, those previews are glitchy and do not work well. For small projects, that's just fine. Oh, right, we need view. Can I just add text here? Probably not. Probably I need to add some, I don't know, list. I just didn't decide what I want, how I want to build it. Probably I will have some kind of habit card. Yeah, I will not be able to run it here. On. Come on. How it was appear thing. Wait a minute. Right. Are we good now? Yes, thank you. On appear. Can we? What do I do now? Wrong. How do you have done show in preview so many habit data stored by core data? Oh, in previews those are not core data objects. That is just so that is not core data. In previews, I'm going to the event store and setting event store to the preview mode. And if I'm going to event store, here I have if preview events are just sample events, and sample events are hard-coded. That's it. VStack. Yeah, but that should be on text. Will not work. Yeah, it will work. Of course, VStack also could work, but it should work on view or text as well. You need to put modifier on text. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Yeah, it's a very base model that you will run into those bottlenecks. 256 gigabytes is kind of 512 more comfortable. 16 gigabytes will be more comfortable. Yeah, I have stored hard-coded events. Of course, you can do that fetch and show objects in previews as well, but that is just overkill to do fetch from memory in here's my printout. That is a little bit overkill to fetch on just for preview. But you can do that. Okay. So, self, habits. Do we have any here? 0 values. Why? Should we have any? No, we don't have any for this date. Or have? No, we should, otherwise it will not appear. Okay. Yeah, we should have in this day, for example, we should have habits. 1, actually. But we don't know. We don't have. So basically you just didn't. We didn't send it over. That's it. Hey, hello, sveiki, labvakar. Labvakar. Okay, so this kind of works, but probably we didn't send over somehow those habits here. Actually, I would like to. No, habits is fine for variable name. Oh, Martin's as well. Hello, hello. Good evening. So, okay. Calendar, here we are. Sheet is presented. To habits we assign habits. Okay, let's print out variable here. Print driven development, you know. What? Sheet is presented. Really? Can we do like that? Yeah, this will work. We come in a combo package. Right. Nice. That's very nice from you. You could watch me on one screen, but you are watching the zone too. So we have 2 more viewers on the stream. Nice. Do you have some plans to try Vision Pro apps, or do you think it's too early? I don't. Let me say so. If you have a great idea for Vision Pro apps, then jump on that, because I think that will be kind of interesting market to be on. And but Apple planning to send in the first year just very few devices. I don't remember how many. There was some numbers connected to displays available. So I'm very skeptical that I will be able to buy one for myself. And if you can't get a device to kind of build and test those apps, I don't think that's something that on what you can kind of build something really. I think you need the device to play around with other apps to see how those works. to polish your app idea or get idea for your app and all that stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I think it is early, and you have to think. You have to think about how it is kind of good time to invest your time into that, because time is kind of the hardest to renew resource what we have. And you can spend time on other projects, or you can try to build this Vision Pro app, which no one will buy because there will be no Vision Pro users. Yeah, I don't know. This is too much complicated how to show this in preview with core data. This is too much complicated. Or I am not so experienced how to do this on the time being. So if it can be samples from events, then fine. Yeah, better just use hard-coded data for previews. Do not fetch it. Yeah, Vision Pro is very expensive, and probably we will get it in Latvia, I don't know, in the middle of the next year, maybe. So yeah, I'm not planning anything yet. I definitely will take a look how it will launch in US. If there will be chance to kind of pre-order it somehow, and I will try to do that here, but I don't know. I would like to have it for myself. I'm traveling quite often. That could be nice to have kind of movable around the external screen for myself. Currently I'm traveling with MacBook and iPad. iPad is my secondary screen, then I will be able to kind of use it for another kind of bigger, as another bigger monitor. That's kind of cool. I would like to play around with other apps to see if I see IDEs for my own applications, and of course I would like to fine-tune my own existing applications to work smoothly on it, but I don't know, unlikely I will invest any time in development before I'm getting my hands on device. So that's what I think. And I don't think that, yeah, we have to kind of run and try to build applications, because I don't know, that market will be very small, very niche. Yakins is back. Yeah, we are still around. Yeah, we are still around. Actually, let's see. Maybe we have problem in that binding part. So let's check here. Do we have any found? If found events is not empty, then we are assigning those found events here. Maybe that move it even here. Okay, I need another breakpoint here, and now we can test it again. Okay, so clicking on the date where we have event. So we have one value as found event. So that's basically what I expected. And we have event type, yada yada. So node is empty, we have date, we have ID. So that looks correct. So we assigned this found events array to our habit thing. Okay, let's move forward. So here we are printing, and here already it is empty array. Why? So there is some problem with this binding. You're trying to show habits when clicking on specific date in calendar. Yes, that's what I'm trying to do. Thinking about getting into iOS development seems to be something quite interesting, problem solving, but creative job. Basically, yes, that's exactly what you explained it. What is your current time and income balance in job versus iOS indie development? I'm sharing my monthly recurring revenue from applications. That's basically is publicly available information. I'm writing about that in my newsletter and all that stuff. But I don't think it's kind of make sense to share all the revenue from all the different income streams, because I have some income I have some info from my courses, I have some income from YouTube videos. Now I will click add insert button and I will have few cents from this live stream as well. And yeah, that just doesn't help you in any way. Basically, that information is not valuable in any way for you. So I do not see why to share it. It's a little bit oversharing, in my opinion. Okay, so the problem is binding. Why? Habits. So how I do not send the data over, probably. Okay. Yeah, basically we just setting that empty array here and that's it, and I'm not kind of I'm not sending my data here. Oh, actually, if that will be variable, then we have to set it. Ah, okay. Now I can't use it exactly. Yeah, this is binded. So okay, right. So I'm setting this to calendar view and I'm not getting it back. So, oh, I have probably wrong. Probably I should bind that to another way. Wait, no. It works fine with selected date. That binding works correctly for displayed events. What I'm doing wrong here? So displayed events. I'm kind of sending it here. And yeah, it is used here. So yeah, that binding is correct, because if I'm kind of changing state for the display events, then basically we are kind of changing view here. So habits also should be kind of sent back. Binding is German beer, and yeah, it is a problem. Yeah, coworking is sleeping already for 2 hours, about 2 hours already. Selected date kind of works. Maybe it's because habits is defined as state in your days view as well. Yeah, maybe. Okay, let's just remove that from. Basically, we already losing it here. Okay, let's go and just, that will be just empty view. Or, yeah. Let's just remove this from the scope. I don't think so, but maybe, yeah. Probably we should kind of have two-way binding. And now we will see if that will change anything. So basically when we are clicking on the day, then here we assigning this one kind of fetched thing to this. Okay, I don't think so that will change anything. Yeah, it is still kind of 0, so that doesn't change the thing. Did select date with parent toggle if found events empty, then your calendar you trigger with display event to show as sheet, the new view. Then a new view, you filter habits with the same logic you have in did select date. That could work, yeah. Our fluffy coworkers are sleeping too. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I can do not pass that array around between views, but basically just filter. That will work actually. To be frank, actually we will need in that calendar day view, we will need access to that event anyways, because we will go and change those events, delete, add new or edit existing. So that's where habits event instead of state where habits event. Maybe in this new view. Yeah, filter will work. Yeah. We definitely have error with binding. That's you, Christian, you are right, and probably var habits event should be there instead of state. But yeah, I just want to say that basically binding for this variable works perfectly fine, because we are using these display events to kind of trigger. Here we are using it. That works just fine. Basically, that binding works correctly. Maybe you are right about that var thing, but I doubt. But anyways, I think that what Martin is saying, that basically makes a lot of sense, because we will use that event store in that new way anyway, new view anyways, and we are going to add, delete existing events in that event store from that view anyways. So that doesn't really make sense to pass around array of those objects to that new view if we need access to event store anyways. Which book or movie impacted you the most? Oh, that's kind of question, impacted in what kind, you know. But I liked movie Hackers, you know, with young Angelina Jolie. That was kind of impactful, maybe, movie. What else? I don't know. That one that I remember, but I never kind of tried to kind of go into the hacking because I don't know, that aspect didn't really kind of interested me. Then maybe binding var habit event. No. You can bind, you can and need to bind it only in one way, and we already kind of have that binding for those of the both of those variables in the calendar view. Here are binding variable display elements and binding variable for habits, and this works perfectly fine, and this for some reason does not work, but that doesn't really matter because actually I didn't think few steps ahead that we really kind of need the same kind of logic. We don't need it actually, that binding here, because we need filter events. We need this filter anyways. In that new view here. Yeah, probably we will need to pass that date around, but yeah, that's a different thing. And we will need that observed object here in that view for sure. Which book or movie impressed you the most? Yeah, and from books I like I read a lot of books in my teens and my childhood, but I don't know, from books about programming or computer hacking, that was Neuromancer, and I loved science fiction actually as well, a lot. Okay, and we will need those dates, how we will get those dates. Those could be maybe binded and passed around. Date, start date, where I'm getting the date. Event type. Wait a second. Filter. Oh, no, it should work because we don't have selected them. Yeah. Oh, we still need that. We will need this data component. We will need the binding for that. Selected date. Okay, we need selected date, and okay, we will need selected. We will need selected date. Okay. Good evening, Henry. Hello. Did you know Airbnb is now using SwiftUI? No, I didn't know that. That was interesting. That's interesting. Airbnb was used as example for success story of React Native, then Airbnb kind of sunsetted React Native. React Native community was not happy about that, and now they are using SwiftUI. You can show group when date selected, then let found habits. Use filter. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's what I'm planning to do. I will show list, and in list I will have all the habits kind of executed for that day. Or we will have button to add habit to kind of execute it. Native is always better. Yeah, sure. Okay, we will need to binding for that selected date. Oh, actually we already have binding for selected date. Okay. And calendar view, date selected, here we have it. So we will just pass it over to the calendar view. Basically, that binding is written in the same way for habits, like we had it like we have it written for display events and date selected. For some reason, the binding didn't work. Sure, we could fix it, but whatever. We don't need it. And here we will need variable fix and event store. Wait a minute. Do we need to pass around event store? I don't think so. We just set it as environment object, didn't we? Yes. Okay. Okay, and then we need that. Okay, let's build the project. I have issue when I want to delete habit in UI calendar view. UI calendar view is not refreshing for some reason. Yeah, I have the same problem. I didn't kind of solve that yet. I am kind of, when I'm clicking on the calendar view, I'm adding it, but to delete it, I have to basically manually go and swipe around to refresh all the screen. Okay. Oh, do I have this? I don't have it. Oh, let's see. I had example project where this stuff were implemented. Something like calendar. Don't I have it? Here it is. Let's take a look on this project. Funny question, who is in your family's biggest drama queen? My daughter. I think so. I will say, oh yeah, we need two ways binding. Yeah, probably that was problem for that habit array as well. We need to bind it in the both views. That was the problem. Now I see how it is done here. So this is binded from both sides. Binding variable, yes. And I don't know, my wife has very, she can kind of, she's basically saying whatever she's thinking. And I'm not saying that's something that's drama or something, but basically she can kind of, I don't know, say something. And she's just doesn't kind of, I don't know, she can kind of say something fast, but do not kind of keep that for a long time in mind, something like that, you know. Drama queens. I thought it might be Luca. No, Luca definitely is not drama queen. Luca is, I don't know, a very calm guy. Exactly, to go to the different tab view and then back to UI calendar view only works in that way. Yeah. Yeah. No, Luca is not drama queen or okay, what is wrong here? Data components. Why this doesn't work for me? Oh, that's for preview provider. There is, okay, there is structure for previews. Okay, I will copy that from example. Amazing that we have that, and I don't need to do that on my own. Are we good now? We don't have selected date here. Do I need it? Do you have some primary tips for marketing without having a big marketing budget? I mean, you put about a half year of the free time into app and then realize coding is only half of the work. Yeah, you should start marketing as soon as you start work on the app. That can turn stream really fast. Yeah. Live sitcom. Hey Jackins, you are on YouTube as well, yeah. Other way to help you out. Thank you. Yeah, that's true. She's sleeping already. Okay. Oh, actually we need environment object here. Okay. I have environment object. That's right. Data selected. Oh, actually this will work for myself as well. Something like that could work for me as well, actually. Oh, there is buttons as well. Maybe. Okay, let's do this. Basically, I will remove unnecessary part from here. You have done your screens for small in App Store with Figma? Yes, I did. Have you ever freelanced for some USA company? Yes, I did, or at least tried. I would imagine there are sweetest compensations, but also harder to get the job. Yes and no. I don't know. I was working. Okay, I was working to US customers through Upwork. So there are those Upwork projects are not so super nice from revenue perspective. Okay, let's just print those out now. List view. Oh, actually, we will have just event. There will nothing else. There will be one event. There is no option to add text. Event habit title. Yeah, that could work. I don't remember if that format much actually. Event. I think event title will work. What do we have in for event? Event. Let's go with type. For each. Oh my gosh. Basically, this list view event, that's what I need. Come on, geez. List view, and in list view we will have event. Where I get that event? Yeah, I don't have event. Found events. Event store events. I lost myself already. Okay. Let's just show event text here. Text event. Found events. Found events is array with objects, right? Let's go with my printout. I'm already kind of lost myself in this that. Can I get text? Yes, I can. So we have something to match here. Oh, actually, that can stay here. That doesn't matter. But here we have, yeah, a bit too many brackets. Okay, just right amount of them. Finally. So, and then on appear, I would like to print My brain is already not working. It's midnight. Sorry for being dumb. Oh, actually, I would like to print those found events. Let's go into that cycle to have access to them. On appear, just print those found events, and that's it for today. Let's see if that will work. I will be happy. Whew. Okay, what was in the chat? So yeah, US company. I was working for US company named Antiland, but that's also kind of tricky. Founder was from Latvia, so that money wasn't so sweet. Basically, because if they are hiring somewhere in Latvia, Ukraine, Belarus, I don't know, they are looking for someone who is working for quite cheaper money than in US. So I don't know. In my experience, I had better success with getting well-paid projects from West Europe, here from Europe, not from US. But I didn't have too many US customers. When publishing your apps, do you do any form of marketing, if any, or traffic comes organically? Yes, I do at least content marketing, writing, posting about that, shit posting on my social networks. And did not using Upwork, did you try to get another offer from USA market? Yes, I did. Basically, I did, and I kind of was active in all the different iOS development communities what I could find. And I found that one US company on Facebook, iOS Developers Group. Today at Apple in Madrid was Apple CEO Tim Cook. Nice. Yeah, he's riding and flying around the world. Love your videos vibe. Thank you. What is your average coding session time for side projects, not work? I will say 2 to 4 hours, something like that. So, how I got that job from that US company, basically that company announced that they would like to do like hackathon, kind of hackathon. Okay, let's see. Does it build? What? Viable. Where it is? I will come back in a moment. Viable. That's my code. This is my code. What is this? Developer support preview. It's not even my code. Okay, I will just comment out that preview. I don't know what was that, but whatever. Doesn't matter. I would like to get out from this task. I just want to pass that data now in the calendar view, and then I will come back to that question about customer from US. Okay. Do we have breakpoints here? No, I don't. Let's add it. So clicking on the calendar. Okay, this breakpoint is not needed anymore. Moving forward. So here we are passing the data around. Data selected. Nil, really? Okay, found events. Okay, we got event. We are good. Event type and is unspecified. Date is I assume the same that I clicked. Actually, that's 19. For some reason, I see 18 here, but whatever. September. Oh, it's correct. September 19 to. Yes, it works. Ta-da! That part is done. I have to do user interface for this screen, but I would like to kind of design it kind of first. So I will not build it now because I don't know exactly what I would like to build, and half of my brain already doesn't work anyway. So that's it. Probably I can commit changes. Do I have a lot of changes here, or we can just leave it hanging as it is until tomorrow? Boom, boom, boom. Mini habits. Whatever, let's add that commit. Okay. Yeah, sure, we're doing that in mine thread, because why not, right? Okay, that's it for programming for today. So the question was, yeah, basically about getting job from US company and so on. I don't know. I don't have kind of multiple experiences with that, but I did that once, and that was working for me well. So I was active in different kind of iOS developers communities. One of them was iOS developers community on the Facebook, and one US company on that Facebook group posted that they are kind of making hackathon. And that hackathon, there was some, I don't know, some virtual money. Basically, they offered $200 in their app, not kind of real offline money, but online money. So I was thinking, why not, whatever. I was already started freelancing. I had few projects going on the Upwork and so on, but I was looking for something else, you know. And yeah, that hackathon, basically the goal was to use specific protocol for building chats, which was used in that application, and basically to build kind of test project to build chat. And yeah, I kind of did that and got like a first place in that hackathon, mostly because no one really kind of wanted to do that. There was not too many participants. None of serious kind of developers kind of went to do that, let's say so, because who cares about something like that? But yeah, I got that first place, and then that company kind of started to talk with me. I got my kind of bonus in that game, and they started to kind of communicate with me, and they offered to me kind of, oh, would you like to kind of start to test? Would you like to kind of implement in that test project that you did another feature? Basically, they wanted, what they wanted? Yeah, that was chat, and they wanted to add stickers to the chat. I said, fine, I can do that. And they kind of said, we will pay you for that. That will be kind of paid project. We would like to have this functionality in our kind of mine project. And it is not implemented, but we would like to see if you can do that, and yada yada. So basically I said, yeah, sure, why not? I had free time and I was happy to earn some money. I did that. And that was basically, after that, I implemented that, and they said, oh, that works nice. So would you like to kind of implement that in a real application? So basically I started to work for them as a part-time developer, and sorts out that this company from US, the founder also built the application, and basically that application was already above his kind of experience limits and he wasn't able to add new features and he needed someone. So, and that someone was I. So I got the part-time contract in the company. They offered full-time as well, but I just didn't want because I wanted to have free hands to work on other projects and build my own applications and all that stuff. So that's that. Any clients about getting, any tips about getting clients? I will say there is freelance video on my channel, and in that video I'm talking about all the ways what I tried to get customers. Just upload a new build to the App Store Connect. It's the end of the week, long piece of work. Stress is over until the Apple review. Yeah, congrats, Silverback Swift. Yeah, end of the week for me as well. Oh, somehow that freelance command didn't trigger command, but yeah, there is video on my channel about how to find freelance jobs. Will you organize meeting with your YouTube fans or maybe some sort of meetup or speaking event in Latvia? I mean, I don't know. I'm well adapted introvert, and I kind of like to live. I don't mind to talk with people if I meet somewhere, but let me say so. I have some following on social networks, but it still kind of doesn't feel kind of connected to real life for me, because no one really kind of recognizes me somewhere on street and stuff like that. So because, okay, I was recognized twice, but yeah, generally I see that there are Latvian kind of Instagram or TikTok stars with half of the following that I have, and they are going around of the social media here in Latvia, going to events and all that stuff. I kind of like to be that unseen here, and at the same time it's comfortable, that no one kind of know me here in Latvia, and at the same time it feels kind of very strange to organize some kind of events and stuff like that. So I don't know. I will not talk. It's fine. I would love to talk with you if we will run somewhere on the street in each other, so no problems with that. But making some meetup stuff like that feels like, I don't know, celebrities things, not, I don't know. Somehow doesn't feel right for me. What is the next plan? What is your future plan? I don't know what you're talking about. Try to ask more specific question maybe. My PC not worked. Will from last 3 days reinstall Windows and all apps. Do Mac user experience these things. No, I didn't reinstall my Mac for a long time. I do not reinstall Mac. Sometimes when I'm buying a new Mac, I'm just setting it as a new machine, but even sometimes then I'm just kind of copying everything from old machine. Depends. And when new OS coming out, I'm just upgrading and kind of keep rolling it. Can you say about your community of Swift and how to join to that community? Can you give me a link, something like that? Discord. So if we can run into you in the street, we should try to not see you. No, Martin, it's totally fine to say hey, and then come and chat with me. That's totally fine. And if I do not, I followed you on Instagram, so and I could recognize you, but if I do not recognize you, that's just, I'm not kind of trying to pretend that I do not see you. I really do not see people on streets. I have my close friends here in Jelgava. We are going out sometimes to have some beers, but I can just pass them on the streets with straight face. I don't know, thinking my things, something like that. Future plan like build startup or build good apps for customers. I have 5 apps in the App Store currently. Will I build more apps? Yes, probably. I have a few more in my backlog. as IDEs. Will I build them for real? I don't know. And define startup. iOS app, is it startup or not? You're saying build startup or good app for customers. I think that app also is startup. That's kind of, I don't know. Okay, it can be startup. It is not something different from app. App can be startup as well. Okay, it's enough programming for today. Let's go on the beer, yeah. I was co-founder of a payment startup, but I dropped it because it was too much work. I don't like, so if you should define what is startup. So if you think that startup is some company that you are buying with some other founders together and looking to get investors' money, no, I'm not going to do that. I just was in project like that I dropped it about a year ago, and I was running it for about 1.5 years. Not interested to do that anymore. And yeah, but if you are talking about startup that you are starting project to build some apps or products and kind of get revenue from them, I'm doing that all the time. Better now meeting in Latvia. I was in Latvia one time, drove it by motorbike on my way to North Cape. It rained the whole day, the fucking whole day. Yeah, it was raining today, most of the day as well. Sunny day, yeah, exactly. However, you look so cool with your setup. Thank you. You still have to visit me in Mexico. Yeah, Paul, sure. I have to visit so many places. I have to go to Canada, I have to go to Mexico, and I never have been in US. I would like to travel to US as well, so I don't know when I will do that, but yeah, I should. It will be sunny tomorrow. I will move alone tomorrow. That's my plan. You have to visit Imanta. Yep. There are more chances that I will travel to Imanta in near future than to Mexico. What you like in Swift and SwiftUI? I can build applications using Swift and SwiftUI. That's one thing that I like in that. You know, once our, it's if you those are kind of those are weak or low effort questions, and low effort questions usually getting low effort answers. So if you are asking someone what do you like in Swift, that's basically you can get answer syntax, for example, or I don't know, functions. Greetings from Imanta. I was living in Pardago most of my life. Maybe it's already wrong statement. Getting older. Actually, yeah, half of my life. Yeah. So yeah, that's still the right function, statement. But I was living in Agenskals, not in Imanta, but close enough, closer than Mexico. Functions are the best. Exactly. Yeah, this kind of app submission was changed to in review. Whoa, that's quick. That's really quick. Maybe you will go to prove edit on the morning. Yeah. Okay, that's probably enough for tonight. I will next week. Live streams on Monday is not going to happen because reasons, but I will try to do my best to do that coworking stream on Tuesday, so we'll see how that will go. Okay. Thank you everyone who come on YouTube and clicked those like buttons on the stream. If you didn't do that, that's your last chance. And I'm closing YouTube stream now. I think I will wake up at about 6 to go to walk with dog. 6, maybe 7. It's weekend. I can sleep a little bit in, you know. Okay, bye bye.